This morning, accused insurance CEO killer Luigi Mangione is locked up at this federal jail in Brooklyn. The last stop on a whirlwind day of court appearances, aircraft rides, and a long walk escorted by heavily armed police. Mangione entered a Pennsylvania court to waive extradition. The NYPD was waiting, loading him into a van and driving him to the airport for a flight to New York. A helicopter delivered Mangione to Manhattan, shackled and surrounded by an entourage of officers. New York Mayor Eric Adams there waiting.
This act of terrorism and the violence that stems from it is something that would not be tolerated in the city.
Mangione appeared in Manhattan federal court where prosecutors charged him with stalking and murdering United Healthcare chief Brian Thompson. If convicted as charged, Mangione would be eligible for the death penalty.
We're going to respectfully decline to make any comment at this time, but Mr. Mangione appreciates everyone's support.
Outside courts in New York and Pennsylvania, small groups of people carried signs of support for the suspect and condemnation for the victim, who was the head of America's largest health insurance company.
The violence that he's been committing against our people is a lot worse than I think what happened to him.
But to prosecutors, what Mangione allegedly did was an act of terrorism.
It was targeted, premeditated, and meant to sow terror.
Prosecutors said Mangione's handwritten notes express hostility towards the health insurance industry and wealthy executives in particular. In one passage, Mangione allegedly wrote, "The details are finally coming together. The target is insurance because it checks every box." Prosecutors said the notebook describes an intent to whack the CEO of one of the insurance companies at its investor conference. The criminal complaint includes images of the suspect traveling to and from the scene of the crime, one walking while wearing a gray backpack, another riding a bike toward the Hilton Hotel. Despite the evidence, Mangione's supporters are not wavering.
Universal health care now or free Luigi.